Here we go.
Hi, who's this guy? Look we're live. Look, I'm still filming.
Oh, we are live, and we're
totally live. We don't even know what
we're just
we're
adjusting
doing.
the set
I know.
here.
Hi everyone.
Good afternoon. So excited
We're your hosts today.
for SHE-Nanigans.
It's me, Nicole,
It's James. Great afternoon to you.
but I always call him Dr. James. Why do I do that?
I don't know.
Probably because he's a doctor.
Probably, but today it's just about serving you because this is what we're all about.
Oh my God. Okay, so you guys, you read a little bio that we created. Is nothing like the real thing. You walk into the room, the whole place lights up. This place was boring. It was dark. It was not exciting. There was no energy. You walked in, the whole thing changed.
Oh, well, thanks, Nicole. I'm honored to be here,
Do you
and I'm
feel
really
that?
excited because today.
Give us a
what
thumbs
would
up.
happen? Oh my gosh.
Give us a thumbs up. I could beat you at thumb wrestling.
You could totally crush me with thumb
I
wrestling.
can't, because
Look at that.
my thumb was crushed.
What did you do?
Well, I was rushing around in my life, so this might be something we talk about today. Because I rush around, right? I'm always rushing one thing to the next, and then I was rushing to pick up my kid, and I slammed my own car door on my own thumb.
Ooh.
And then I almost threw up, and I almost pooped at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
So then my husband said, well, you probably broke it. And sure enough.
Is it broken?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I
I'm
went
so
to
sorry.
urgent care and they took an x-ray, but the funny thing is no one there was an actual radiologist, but anyone could see the break.
Wow.
So now they hand you a CD because they're like, here's your new screensaver. Enjoy your broken bone
Oh my gosh.
screensaver.
How long ago did you do that?
Just a couple days.
Does it still hurt?
Well, yeah, because I keep
Yeah.
bumping it into
Because it's
things.
a thumb, for goodness sakes.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You know what? I went camping last summer with my wife and our daughter and our two dogs. We have an old Volkswagen bus, a hippie bus, and we were up in Aspen, and I did the same thing on this finger. I shut my Volkswagen door on this finger, and I promptly... I started sprinting around my
But was
bus.
it still stuck in the door?
It was until and I was like, oh, it's in there. And all of a sudden, I opened the door and the blood went.
Oh.
And that's when our teenage daughter goes, "Hey, Dad, nice move." And it's like, opportunity for personal growth.
Ow.
Thanks, honey. 14-year-old, I love you. Great timing.
Thank you for all the thumbs ups too, everyone. Oh, look at this, Melissa. We love you, and we're getting this.
Hey, Melissa.
Okay, so here's the deal, Dr. James. You're also the founder of Skoop.
Yes.
Healthy Skoop. Skoop, Healthy Skoop.
You know, we call it Healthy Skoop. I just call it Skoop, and I get corrected a lot by people. So this is what it's all about.
Yeah. So the deal is that you came up with a company to help people. So what does your company do?
You know, what we try to do is we try to give people an opportunity to make good on their good intentions.
Oh,
Because
I love that.
I'm a huge believer in character and integrity that happens on a spiritual level. And I think that we all have great goals and call them intentions about how we want to be leading our life. And self-care is one of the most important ones. But because we're often doing the human doing versus the human being, our self-care kind of falls about 10 places back. And we may get to ourselves, but it may, Nicole, be honorable mention. And I think
Why
sometimes
does we do that? Is that
thumb
okay?
thing?
Yeah.
Well, is it okay? It may be okay temporarily. It's not sustainable.
Right.
And I can tell you that having been around a lot of patients in my life, including my own self-growth experience, we don't get away with it forever. And I think ultimately someday we wake up and we say, maybe it's this afternoon. It's in the afternoon. We're thinking to ourselves, what would be a great character move? What would help me to deepen my own personal integrity? Self-care and self-love is social activism for yourself. And then that tends to, how should we say, make a wave into the parts of your life. But we have to be courageous to take care of ourselves. It doesn't happen without
true.
courage.
That's true. So I want to be courageous today.
All right, I'm with you.
Well, first thing I need to do is I need some self-care because I haven't eaten properly today, and there's some wonderful products in front of me. So one of them that I think I'm going to hold off on until tonight is what we call sleep protein. And it was based, I'm going to tell your story. So he's got teenage daughters, and every night it hits like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and they've already eaten dinner, and then all of a sudden the cabinets in the kitchen are opening, and the fridge, and they're like just eating whatever they can find to fulfill some kind of need, right?
That's right.
And you were like, wonder if we could make this a little healthier process and not and change some of the things so that they're actually benefiting from the food they're putting in their stomachs at night. So you came up with the sleep protein, and I love the name.
Tiramisu. And yes, I am responsible for that name. Under the influence of complete delusional optimism, I might add. So I was thinking, people will love that name, and they're going to think, oh, it's kind of like tiramisu. But Nicole, it tastes a lot like tiramisu.
I know, it's so good. I love it.
And it's completely vegan, which is awesome for our plant-based brothers and sisters like us. And, you know...
Oh, wait, I have a thing. Hey, you guys in the back, who drinks tiramisus? Seriously, do you hear that? I'm not kidding.
We have audience plants everywhere.
You didn't even know. No, we're in front of a live audience. You didn't know that? They're all cheering.
They're having a slumber party in the back right now. It's awesome. It's completely reckless abandon.
But the other thing is, so I'm going to hold off on this one right now.
Okay.
Okay. But I think I need something to kind of continue to get me through my day.
So what I would recommend is a little combination. You could go with the endurance beats, but it's not going to give you the protein to give you that blood sugar support. So I'd either go with a chocolate Super Skoop or the vanilla Super Skoop.
Oh, I want vanilla.
Which will give you
let's do that.
20 grams of protein,
cool.
the equivalent to 6 servings of organic veggies, prebiotics and probiotics. Mentioned, Nicole talked about pooping when she crushed her thumb. This will help with really good pooping even without crushing your thumb.
Oh, we try to incorporate pooping into every conversation.
We can't help ourselves. It always comes down to the poops.
Oh, and look what we happen to have.
Oh my gosh, who put that there? Another plant.
A Skoop thing. So this is, and what's this for? This little silver thing.
That helps it to blend because plant-based protein, as robust as it is, sometimes needs a little support to actually help it.
Look, it got on your fingers.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Just pop that right in there. Shake that right in. There we go.
Let me do that for you while you talk to your loved ones.
Okay, so here's the thing. So I'm going to have a little snack, and you guys are sadly slightly jealous, but it is important to have protein in the middle of the day and to keep your energy levels sustained properly. But there's a couple things. So recently, Dr. James, thank you.
You're welcome.
He spoke at one of our Women Run the World events. By the way, we have one tonight. Okay.
You do? I didn't know that.
If you keep some of these here.
Oh my gosh, I'll keep them all here.
Oh my gosh, they'll be so excited. Okay, so best speaker ever.
Thanks.
Amazing. And it was a really emotional night, as any of you who have been to our events knows, and you just nailed it. And you came away, you had, I think, 3 takeaways. Mm-hmm. I remember one of them very clearly, and it was about sleeping, right? And the message was sleep naked.
Yes.
So why sleep naked?
It's about your core body temperature, and I think what you said, I have to ask you a question right now. Please go ahead and give us a thumbs up or wave to us, but have you ever found yourself in the middle of the day going, gosh, I am literally just a human doing, I've lost the human being? And when we're doing that, we literally are just building sort of metabolic heat. But it shows up a lot in stress hormones, and those stress hormones actually do the exact opposite. They slow down our metabolism. And one of the great things we can do to actually help our sleep chemistry naturally support it is literally get our core body temperature down. So what I love to do is I'll take a shower, and then I'll actually end the last 30 seconds, ice cold water on right here in the back of my lower back on the adrenals. And then I towel off and run right into bed with that cold body temperature. And oh my goodness, you want to sleep awesomely?
Wait, I've been taking a hot bath and going to bed, like sweating.
Yeah, well, that's also could be wonderful.
But I'm doing it wrong? I was doing it wrong.
There's no such thing as right or wrong. There's many ways to do awesomeness, but that's one way.
So, okay, your adrenals are located like right
here in the small of your back, right on top of your kidneys.
Right by your butt?
Yeah, right just above your butt. It always comes back to butt. Yeah, and you put the cold water on there, Nicole, and it literally helps to lower stress hormones. It actually helps you move out of something called the sympathetic dominance, which is your stress state, and into more of a parasympathetic, which is exhale. And I think for all of us this afternoon, look for times in your life where you can give yourself an exhale opportunity.
Oh, that's a really
where you just put on, put your little hand signal out, say, I'm exiting the stress express. I'm moving into self-care. I'm going to give myself permission to stop getting things done and just check in and see how I'm doing.
Oh, I love that. So it's take a moment.
Take a moment. You know, it's
Give
funny.
yourself that permission to do that.
It
Yes.
is. It is. It's interesting, and I think this whole idea. And I was thinking as I was driving over here, our office is literally a mile away, and I was thinking when I sat down with Nicole and we got a chance to share with you today. I was thinking about something that I've learned over the last couple of years, and I really want you all to kind of walk away with this as something you can do literally starting tomorrow morning. I call it S to the fourth power, or SQ. No, that would be, I'm dyslexic.
Quadruped? What is it? Tell
S
us.
quadruped.
We
Is
don't
that what it would be? S
Somebody.
to the fourth power.
Okay.
So here's the practice tomorrow morning. When you wake up, the first thing I want you to consider doing is to see. That's the first S. See yourself actually really embodying what you came here to be, the highest version of yourself. And there's so much great work, athletes, business people, moms, dads. Visualization is powerful. And I know as a professional triathlete, I'm sure you went through the course, you went through the swim, you went through your transition,
Yep.
and you knew before you got into the event what you wanted to see from yourself.
Yep, absolutely. And even more so when I was a swimmer.
How
Because
about
those
that?
events are only 1 minute long, so you can actually visualize the entire thing.
Isn't that amazing?
But you're right. And I can't remember the last time I visualized who I want to be.
Well, it's interesting because studies show that when we visualize what we want to be showing up and how we want to be being, if you will, the highest version of ourselves, there's a part of our prefrontal lobe in our brain, which is, she's like the CEO, she controls our world. It's called the anterior cingulate. Awesome Scrabble word. Drop that, game over.
Ooh, cool.
Anterior cingulate, she's the one who really knows the truth of who you are. And when you see yourself participating in that experience, your brain starts going, okay, neurochemically and physiologically, I'm lining up an awesome day for you. I'm going to see your confidence be awesome. I'm going to see your resiliency be unwavering. And I'm going to see your self-compassion be unflappable. That's what happens in the first S when you see. The second S.
Oh, we got more S's.
Oh, there's 3 more.
Oh, geez.
The second one. But wait, there's more.
We're seeing. Cool.
We're going to say. And the whole idea is see and then say. Say could be an affirmation. It could be a prayer. It could be a word. But what we know is when we actually put a word or a prayer or a mantra into the space of our brain after we've been seeing, it literally starts to change the way our brain starts to set up the way that our chemistry will go, okay, game on. This is who I am. And that word becomes you. And throughout the day, as you walk through a threshold, you change doors, you change rooms, just mutter that word underneath your breath. And that will, again, reground you so you don't forget who you are.
Oh, I love this. Okay, are you seeing and are you saying?
And then the third S, sweating.
Oh.
We're going to see, we're going to say, and then we're going to sweat, and that is simply moving. It's your walk, it's your run, it's your swim, it's your bike, it's you doing your modified squats while you brush your teeth. It's doing whatever it is
awesome.
that gets your body chemistry going. Sweating is a gift. If we treat it punitively, like it's a check off, like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to love myself until I sweat, there's no ways to play there. It's about saying, oh my gosh, I get the choice to move. I get the choice to break a sweat. And when I do that, my dopamine levels are rising. Therefore, my confidence is growing.
Ooh, yeah,
And
we like dopamine, don't
We
we?
love dopamine. I'm a dopamine addict. So we see, we say, we sweat, and then we serve. And serving could be breakfast, but I'd like to actually bring it up a little higher than that. Here's the key. I know what we're doing here in this community, in Nicole's community. We're all about being contagious. You want to be contagious for yourself, the ones who love, your coworkers, your community. When you serve yourself with seeing, saying, and sweating, you become a contagious form for social activism. The world can't take its eyes off you.
Wow.
That's service. Your self-love is literally a catalyst for the community around you. Call it your kids, call it your partner, call it your lover. Everyone pays attention to a beautiful movie. And when you're serving yourself first, you become an epic motion picture. And the world can't take its eyes off you. That's high service.
So everyone, let's go out and be motion pictures today.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
And thank you for serving, because that's exactly what you do.
Well, I appreciate that,
Awesome.
Nicole.
What'd you guys think?
Peace and love.
SHE-Nanigans.
Total shenanigans.
Over and out.
Bye now.